Recording in progress.
Good morning to all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Tuesday session here at Namaste Village. As always, wow. As always, wow. I hope you can feel the great wow. Wow. That's the heart's response to this energy of love. Wow. And then followed by thank you. Thank you. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been longing for. This is the direction we have been walking, running, trotting, skipping into the great wow. Do you have an acronym for wow? Or make one up?
Yeah, probably can, actually. How about this? Where our wholeness rests.
Yes.
Where our wholeness rests. Or wonderful on welcome. Who knows? Welcome to the wonderful. Wow. Welcome, oh wonderful. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, just see if you can feel that welcome and that wonderful, this energy that we share right here, right now. So, today we're going to be talking more about that wonderful from the direction of love itself. And we're going to begin first with our morning prayer, our prayer for the awakened. So please join me with energy and enthusiasm. You'll notice we have a few different ones that we're going to be going between now. So we'll begin with the peace of God. Here we go. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah, start there. The peace of God is everything that I want. The peace of God is my one goal, the aim of all my living here, the end I seek, my purpose, and my function in this life, while I abide where I am not at home. And I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent the one who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, because the one who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever God wishes, knowing God goes there with me. I will be healed as I let God teach me to heal. I love those prayers. It's like lifting us right to the peak of a mountain. Now we're ready. We can see the entire expanse of creation in front of us. And there's nothing left to do but to awaken and to welcome love. So we're going to do that now with a short video I created, a song that I wrote yesterday with lyrics and just some words from the master teacher from sessions that he did probably decades ago. So go ahead and relax into this, and then we'll talk about it.
Love is letting go. There can be no other means, because the means in the end are the same thing. And the letting go is literally what God is. Letting go is literally what God is. Letting go is literally what God is. So you find the relief of this tension of fear in this self-association through the annihilation of yourself. Letting go is literally what God is.
There you have it. Letting go is literally what God is. Even when we hear those words, just let it go. Open your hands. There's no need to cling, to hold on, because that is what the perceptual mind is. The perceptual, egoic mind is the attempt to cling to and to hold on to so tightly the illusion of the separated self, the illusion of my separation. I'm going to cling to that. I'm going to hold to that. And when we do that, love, which is just another word for God, cannot enter until we let go, until we open up and allow. Maybe you feel that right now, just hearing those words. I heard Else just take a deep breath. Just a long sigh of release, letting go. We've been holding on so tightly for so long that we don't realize that that's what we've been doing. It is the norm. Holding on to myself, to my identity. There's this thing that I've been practicing. I think I've mentioned this before, and it is so powerful. I'm sure some of you can relate to this. When you're thinking of something, or you're trying to think of something, and suddenly an idea, a name, a thought, whatever it might be that would be so common in your mind suddenly is not there. It just, what's that person's name, or what is it I'm trying to think of? Now, our usual response is to grab hold. I gotta find it. I gotta grab hold of it. What's that person's name? Let me search my brain. Hold on to it. But what I've been doing is, when I feel that energy, when suddenly there's nothing there, I just take a deep breath and relax into that. I let go. And the name may or may not come. It probably doesn't. Stay. The point is, don't try to make it come. Whether it does or whether it doesn't is not the point. Stay in the openness. Just stay there. And what you're going to find is an expansiveness of love letting go into love. Love letting go into love. So I wanted to share a little something that I wrote last night, because I was reading another one of my favorite people right here in front, Ananda Mayama. And she talks about this. So once again, love is letting go of our tight hold on the false self. Our tight hold on unreality, illusion. This is not a sentimental love that clings or demands, but a vast, formless love that shines when the I dissolves. Ananda Mayama often said that the source of all suffering is the identification with the transient personality. This is very important. The source of all suffering is identification with the transient personality. That part of you that is always changing, always trying to adapt to the illusion itself. The illusion is going this way, therefore I will. Or it's going that way, therefore I'm going to change. But I'm going to hold on tight so that I change with it. This is the transient self. The small constructed self that says, I do, I feel, I want. To let go of that tight hold is not to lose something real, but to release what was never truly ours. And here's the most important part. The ego's grasp is the tension that veils the eternal joy already shining in the heart when that tension relaxes. And when it does, what remains is love. When the tension of holding on relaxes. This is why the master teacher just says, God is letting go. That's all God or love is the letting go into that vastness, that eternity of love. And just like that little practice that I described, there's nothing like it. Something takes hold of us and lifts us, almost like if you've ever gone paragliding and you're holding on to this kite and suddenly an updraft comes. There's no effort involved. It just lifts you higher. That's the letting go. In Ma's presence, seekers would often feel an inexplicable peace because she lived entirely without the center of me. She lived entirely without the center of me, identifying that. She would say, where there is I, where is the I? Only God is. The ego believes that it must perfect itself before it can merge with God, but Ma taught the opposite, that perfection lies, here's the key, in disappearance, annihilation, dissolve. The path is not self-improvement. Why would you want to improve the self? But self-surrender. To let go of the self is to allow that river of life to flow without obstruction. When the false I no longer tries to steer the current, the heart discovers that, here you go, it is the current. Inseparable from the ocean of love that it has always sought. So open up, release that tight hold. If you look within today, you're going to find probably a dozen or more ways in which you find yourself holding on to you. Holding on to you. Your identity, your self-concept. The you that you claim to be separate from every other you that you think is outside of yourself. But what did he say? Letting go is what God is. Letting go is what love is. So for Christ's sake, let go. So Vicki, I'm going to leave it with you, and then we'll close with Penny Honey.
Okay, Brother James, thank you. I just want to mention that in my heart, we are at one of those turning points, and you're coming in with the chance and realizing less words, more experience is our collective family right now doorway of stepping into that wholeness and effortlessly letting go of everything we identify with, whether it's our bodies, our relationships. And instead of being in relationship with everything, we're invited, for Christ's sake, to come into communion with everything. Communion comes from within, without the identity of being a person separate anymore. A communion is what comes from the treasure house of being in oneness, wonderful oneness. That's what happens when we let go. And always, it's like letting go isn't a big thing. Oh, I'll never do it. It's only this instant. That's why this is so exciting. Especially when we meet here, every one of you, I love you. Thank you for your attention. When we meet here this morning together, this moment in the chant, in the listening, we let go of everything that concerns us, broken bodies, broken relationships, broken world. Let it all be. Let it be, not have anything, any concern whatsoever. Our whole concern is right here, right now. The energy of our joining together has the greater possibility than ever in time, because collectively we have come here together into our Christ awareness collectively. That opens this way. The love is the way, love is the treasure. If we stay with that in this instant, in every instant where we're tempted to be concerned, come back to, oh no, only love, truth. I'll keep my mind on truth. God is love. I don't have to figure it out more than that. God is love. I'll keep my mind on that. Thank you to love. Trust love. Trust love to have everything we need, more than what we need to be here in this temporary space of time, but certainly everything we need to also be here in what isn't our real home. We are blessed together to stay in this now moment together. Right now, pay attention to love. Every time a concern comes, pay attention to love. That's transformation. That's resurrection right there. That's Christ consciousness. That's communion. Everything gets brought to us from there, from the withinness of going within and having no concern on the outside. Everything is restored in its wholeness because everything comes from wholeness. Only the distortions came from our thinking mind. Okay, Brother James, thank you.
Thank you, Vicky. Letting go of the distortion. That's all we're doing. I am the distortion. My definition of me. That's what the distortion is. So just stop it. As Bob Newhart would say, just stop it. Stop distorting perfection. Just let your perfection shine. Let go. You ready?
I was born ready.
Come on in.
Oh, they set me up so good, don't they? You guys just keep making me look good. I am the distortion. I am the distraction. And then we drop the distortion. We drop the distraction. I am. And then we drop the am. I. So this morning I was studying away. I'm so grateful to have some of my old worn out books back with me. I know, they're all online. I know. But I like having these old worn out books. I love reading my ridiculous comments that I wrote on the side there. At one point, that's what I was thinking. I. This is what Eckhart Tolle said in the book Stillness Speaks. He says that thinking that is not rooted in awareness becomes self-serving and dysfunctional. Cleverness devoid of wisdom is extremely dangerous and destructive. The next step in human evolution is to transcend thought. This is now our urgent task, to let go into that transcendence. Doesn't mean that you're not supposed to think anymore, but simply not to be completely identified with thought or possessed by thought. There is an aliveness in you. There is life in you. There is life in us that seeks to be heard, to be expressed. Rest into that for a moment. Now, there will be moments in my day, I suspect, that I will say, ay, 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 ay. Maybe I'm the only one. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah. Going back to God is letting go. It is the letting go of that I in identity. It's letting go of that I that we want to judge that beautiful, blessed being that is the most blessed, as we talked about yesterday. I. God is the letting go. I am willing. Breathe that in for just a moment now. I can say those words. Now I'm asking you to see where it lands within. I am willing. We are willing to be that transcendent being, those beings that transcend thought, that release the limitation of the identities that we have so cleverly crafted. No judgment, just done with it. No judgment, just done with it. We are the presence. We are the one. Eckhart Tolle said this also. It is the beginning of a shift. Truth is a beginning of a shift from thinking to aware presence. Namaste.
Thank you. I like how the I is like, this is the ego's perception. I. And even when it points at itself, it's like there are 1,000 different I's, different ways of describing and identifying myself. I, instead of just I. That single release into that sacred presence of love. So love is letting go. We're going to close with our chant one more time here. So I'm going to invite you all as we chant this together. Please stand, all of you here at Namaste. And everybody on Zoom, if you want to stand, you're welcome to. The key is to open and to feel, to radiate and to allow. Here we go. Love alone, love alone. My heart is on fire with love alone, my one desire. Love is my one desire. Only love, only love. My heart one desire, my one desire. Love alone. And to that love we say, Amen, 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 y punto. Have a beautiful day. We love you all. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.